But just to start off, really proud of our football team. Come out, a lot of work's gone into the off season and just into preparation for this first game. And we got a lot of new faces. You got a lot of returners, but a lot of new faces that have come in and had their first opportunity to go out and compete there at Duquesne Stadium. I'll first want to say that our student section, right, the marching chiefs, wow, that was impressive. And the student section was sold out. The marching chiefs, I mean, just our crowd in general. Just grateful for our fan support to be able to see this team. This was the first glimpse of the 2022 Florida State football team, and I'm proud of our players. It definitely wasn't a perfect game. A lot of things that we're going to be able to learn from. So a lot of guys played, got opportunities. There were some good, some bad things that we're going to have to continue to grow upon. But the experience and the approach is what I'm really pleased about. It was a tough and physical camp. I thought we showed as a fast and physical football team. I think it's the first time in school history we've had 300-yard rushers in a game. That's impressive. That goes not just to the running backs, but to the O-line, to the tight ends, receivers, everybody doing their part. But I was really pleased, with the way that our guys showed up. Jordan, played a half and a series. I thought he threw the ball really well, made great decisions, pushed the ball down the field. It was a very clean game for him, and we're able to get some opportunities for other guys and things that we're all going to be able to learn from. And but I thought all in all it was a good game one.
Our first question will be Ira, over to your right.
You mentioned the blocking was good, but also the backs, it seemed like they broke a lot of tackles and they wanted guys to miss in all three of them, well, all four of them. I guess you've been seeing that all camp.
We have, and I think we've got a great running back room, and those guys are very competitive, but they're very supportive in how they work, and we want to be a football team that we move forward on contact, and I thought those guys showed it. Either able to break some tackles, they've done that throughout fall camp and in scrimmages and live situation. It was good to see it show up. Still some things that we're going to continue to be able to get better at, and just cleaning up some communication. We had a couple missed assignments that forced them to have to make people miss a little sooner than what we want. But I thought it was a really good mindset and approach by our running backs, and I was proud to see all of them. Rodney Hill coming into his first game, and he had a couple highlights that showed up, and I was proud of him and the way that he approached, because I think he's got a chance to have a great future as well.
All right, next will be Chris Nee in the middle.
You guys used a lot of offensive line combinations. How do you think the guys did at handling this kind of quick change and different areas?
Yeah, some of that was design, some of it was having to adjust, and I thought they did a good job. We had to play. I'm not even sure how many linemen we played tonight, and it started pretty early. That's part of this game, and guys have to be ready at the drop of a hat to go, and whether it's playing a different position, the different combinations, the way that we communicate. Alex, I think, does a wonderful job in how he prepares guys. And we'll be able to come and watch the film, make those corrections, and then just continue to push to find that best five as we're moving forward. Because we know that with each week, there are great challenges ahead, and our offensive line has got to be a strength for us as we're moving forward. And I thought that tonight there were some really good things that showed up, and obviously some things that we're gonna have to clean up.
We're gonna go to Matt Marshall, over to your left.
Yeah, Mike, how does a game like this kind of prepare you guys going into next week when you have to get ready for an LSU team in New Orleans?
Yeah, I mean, it's still anytime you get experience, I think it helps. And this was the first time that this team got a chance to take the field together. And you're always going to have new faces. There's a lot of true freshmen that played, transfers, returning players that came out and played better than they played, and that's a good thing to see. And so we'll take the experience that we had tonight, and we've got to build upon it. We get an extra day leading up to Sunday night kick versus LSU, and so we need every one of those moments from film watching to on the field practice to prepare and improve so that we are our best come next Sunday night, because that's still always going to be the standard. It's not about you know, who we're playing. It's about us. It's about that constant growth. And, you know, when we get an opportunity to go out there and execute, we got to go play at a high level. And you know, it's going to be a great challenge. It's going to be a great opportunity. You know, being a national showcase game, you know, I won't need a whole lot of motivational speeches next week, but the focus is on us. It has to be on our growth. And, you know, that's where I thought our guys did a nice job, you know, especially with week one, and, you know, you have a game like that, you know, behind you, and that's what everybody wants to talk about, is what, you know, media wants to talk about is that the LSU game, well, tonight mattered. Tonight mattered. What we did, you know, the way our guys played, I mean, it was important because it's still about us. And you know, I appreciate the work and the focus that our guys had on this plan, and you know, the opportunity that, you know, we got, you know, in front of our home crowd.
We'll stay over on the left and go to Brendan, one more.
How big was, is this working?
I can hear you.
Okay, how big was it to have so many players, get reps, second team, third team, this early in the season, to get that kind of experience to build on moving forward?
I mean, it's great. You know, you have practice, and you know, some of the guys that, you know, prepared and worked all through fall camp, and some guys that were down on look squad or scout team that still got an opportunity to get in the game, and they learned a lesson, and you get to see exactly where you are and some areas that you need to improve. And you know, some guys showed up. I mean, and you know, really provided a spark that might have been working with that second group or third group that, I mean, you took notice of. And so that they will earn, you know, more opportunities, and they've got to show that consistency as we continue to grow throughout the course of the season. Because you guys know, I mean, what your team looks like game one is always going to be, you know, drastically different to what it is towards the end of the year, and that's because guys develop, guys maximize, you know, those chances that they get. And you know, I thought it was great being able to do it this first week.
I will come back to the right to Corey.
Yeah, I was wondering how big you thought it was for Johnny to make a play like that early on in his career at FSU. If there was an update on him physically, and also maybe Duke Cooper, an update on him if you expect him to be back.
Yeah, you know, Johnny's had a great fall camp, and it was good to see that, you know, carry over. And he made a big play on a vertical post. You know, came up a little ginger, and you know, he got out there and, you know, kind of moved around. You know, we'll see where that goes as we get to tomorrow. You know, Duke, you know, unfortunately was unavailable tonight, but you know, I like how he's progressed towards the back part of the week, and you know, looking forward to hopefully have him back, you know, in full effect, you know, here at the start of the week.
We'll go to Carter, middle to your left.
How would you assess how your
I can hear you.
How would you assess how your cornerbacks play without Duke Cooper?
Are the cornerbacks played? Is that what you said? Yeah. I said I could hear you, but you know, I thought they did good. I thought there was, you know, we had the one foolish penalty, you know, and I appreciate, you know, the young man coming. He knew him immediately, owned it, you know, but we just gotta get that corrected. But you know, I thought they were competitive to the ball. I thought we had some PBUs, you know, being able to mix, you know, different personnel groups. I mean, we played, you know, 5 DBs, 6 DBs at times. You know, it was good to see the way that, you know, they competed. It was good to see, you know, as Ari Thomas get in, Sam McCall, you know, Greedy Vance, a newcomer into the program. But you know, those guys, you know, they definitely challenged. I've really been pleased with Renardo Green, you know, throughout this fall camp, and you know, he's just getting better every single day. And you know, Jarian Jones has had a good fall camp, and you know, like I said, there was the mistake early, but you really responded, and you know, I'm proud of how those guys played. I mean, they shut down the passing game, and you know, I thought they did a great job.
Next will be Allison right here in front of you.
Right in front of Coach. Just a long time since this program has had a season opening win. I mean, 2016. How do you build from this, and how much of a confidence boost is it for these guys since it hasn't been done in a while?
Yeah, you know, it really, what's been done in the past didn't affect, you know, anything for today. It was about us, and it was about this team, and you know, I appreciate how they prepared. It was just about going out there and, you know, being able to grow together, and that was something that I think is important for this team. You know, they've invested a lot. You know, there's been a lot of challenges, you know, over the last few years, and you know, ultimately all we can control is what we're willing to put into each day. And you know, like, I love seeing the physicality. That's something that I wanted to see, and I thought you felt it on both sides of the ball. You know, there were some big hits out there. I loved our coverage units were awesome. We still got to you know, we had some missed opportunities there on our return units, and those are things that we're gonna continue to challenge and work on, but you felt our team fly around, and I like that mentality, and, you know, for us, it's just about continuing to push to get better, but you know, we're excited about being 1-0 and taking care of the business that was on hand tonight.
We'll go back to Ira, far right.
To have the 90-minute delay and then come out and score in the first 6 drives, including one after halftime, does that just speak to the focus?
Yeah, and you know, one of the words that I had for the team today was respond. You know, you guys that are around this program, you hear me say that a lot, and it doesn't matter what happens. You know, we had no control over the weather. You know, I was hopeful that we would get, you know, be able to have a smooth, you know, transition, but then when the lightning delay and you back it up 90 minutes, you know, we have a plan in place for it. The guys executed a plan. You know, all departments, our nutritionists, to our strength staff, I mean, how we stretched guys and did things, you know, throughout, because it's still, regardless of the event that occurs, you still have to be prepared when they put the ball down. And I thought our guys did a remarkable job for that. Once again, that's where I want to commend our students. That was awesome. I mean, you're a 90-minute delay, and we came out, and that end zone was rocking. And you know, I appreciate that atmosphere and what they did. But our players, they handled it the way that I wanted them to handle it. And I thought even throughout the game, it's always about that response. And it's one of the things we got to continue to push.
We'll stay on the right side for Austin.
Going back to the rushing attack and just play the running backs, what do you think about the way they made plays and broke tackles outside of what was blocked and getting more of
Yeah, I mean, that's an expectation here, and you know, we talk about this is an offense and a program that's built for playmakers. Those guys have great playmaking ability, and you know, all of them were brought here for a reason, and you know, they've grown, they've invested, they've developed. You know, they all have their own unique journey, but you know, they made the most of the opportunities that they have, and that wasn't just a display for what happened tonight. I mean, you know, it's something that's showing up in practice, and they don't take off days. You know, they compete for every rep, for every rush. You know, but they do it with each other, and that was I thought it was a great performance, and you know, we're really pleased with the mindset those guys bring, and they got to continue to get better.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you guys.